And we start with some developing news. There's been a series of cyber attacks on companies and institutions across Europe. Ukraine's airport and the country's central bank are among the victims. Ukraine's Prime Minister describes the attacks as unprecedented. Incidents have also been reported in England, Norway, the Netherlands and Russia. Let's get more on this with our correspondent Sarah Firth, who joins me in the studio. So what more do we know about these series of attacks that have taken place?
Well, hackers, it seems, striking again. Now, at this point, reports are coming in from firms and companies from, as you said, the Netherlands, from Spain, from Ukraine. The Russian oil giant Rosneft has said that it's been hit by a cyber attack. The UK as well has also got reports of companies being struck. So again, it seems that there is this global cyber attack. Now, this is very much a developing story at this point. What we do know is, as we said, those countries, Ukraine, Britain, Spain, the Netherlands and Russia so far have had companies saying that they have been hit by this cyber attack. Here in the UK, there's an advertising firm called WWP. They have confirmed today that they have been hit. They're looking into the issue at the moment. There are some reports from some of these companies that have been hit that they do believe this is a so-called ransomware attack. Now, we saw something very similar to this just a month ago. That hit, again, globally, but in the UK in particular, really took out a lot of systems and had a major impact. So right now, as we said, this is a developing story, but there are reports coming in from across Europe and further afield in Russia as well at the moment, that it does seem another global cyber attack is underway, and looking at the scale of this right now.
Yeah, and this looks like a massively coordinated attack happening at the same time. So is this linked to the one that took out the NHS systems? And what do we know about how that worked? This was a specific kind of ransomware. What does that mean?
Absolutely. I mean, that is the big question right now, is this somehow linked to the attack that we saw just over a month ago? Then we saw details coming out about this type of ransomware that had targeted quite old systems that were vulnerable to this type of hack attack. That was a ransomware called WannaCry. It takes a little bit of time when these attacks take place for the IT support systems to kick in, for the experts to get in there and really focus in and figure out what exactly it is that is happening. But it's a long old process, and back a month ago when we saw that attack, what you saw was again around the world, but here in the UK the impact was pretty immediate. There you had NHS systems that were very vulnerable to this type of attack being taken out. And for days, doctors...
Yeah, it took a few days to get them all back online.
Yeah, I mean, the impact of that was really, really felt. So you had doctors and nurses operating with pen and paper. So, you know, the immediate impact for companies is pretty huge. As we said, you know, as it's developing, the details will be emerging. But people are going to be looking, number one, to see if it's linked to that large-scale attack from just over a month ago, but also how far felt is this going to be? How big a scale is this attack going to be? A month ago, it was massive. It does appear from the reports coming in, again, it's a global cyber attack. Just how big that impact's going to be, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and whether we can stop it happening again. Sarah, thank you very much indeed for that. Sarah Firth there.